Hey guys, it's Bina, and today I was leveling up a Shadow Daggers Bladedancer, one of the best, if not the best leveling build in the entire game. So I'll put the footage here, you can scroll through it, I'm explaining everything as I go through, and I'll let you guys enjoy the gameplay and how I leveled up to the first Monolith and beating the first boss. There is going to be a planner down below with the step-by-step skills, which points, where did I put the points, where did I put the points of the passives, in what order. So you'll be able to follow along with a very basic planner in terms of gear and what you could be looking for. But overall, this is just like some gameplay of leveling up a Bladedancer, and you can take this as a guide. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys all very soon. You save this guy because you want him to help you fight the boss of this area. Pretty easy. And here what you'd like to see is like a crit shrine or a shrine of something, you know, that would help you out. We don't see any shrines. We're kind of unlucky. He should freeze him, okay? Now what I do is I wait, right? Wait a little bit. I wait to put my shift on the correct thing here. To be in town, actually. Okay, so now that you've reached the town, you should have 1 point. Here, you put it in the flat damage. Okay, so we have this, which is not bad. We're looking for silver rings. No silver rings. We're gonna grab some boots. And I guess there's nothing else. Now, in this next area, would you want to reach level 4? I think you want to be level... want to be level 7 or 8 later on for the boss, right? Get more bleed chance on your puncture. Here you do want to kill some of these guys, because you need XP at some point. Might as well grab it here. Rogue feels so good early on, honestly. Am I stunned or what? Like, what's going on? Okay, level 4. Okay, so next you're level 4. You want to go into actually you don't want to do anything. Actually, you don't want to do anything. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. These guys, honestly, they're pretty hard to deal with. And here, if you really, really want to cheese it, you do this. You unlock the waypoint, and if you do die... If you do die, then you respawn over there. Ooh! Yeah, this area is brutal. It is brutal. No, I want to be legit. I want to kill it. Okay? I want to be legit. Drops a unique? The claw. Right, now you're in this area. You get a couple passive. You put more points into Swift Assassin. You're gonna wait for Puncture to be level 5 to get Puncture here. Maybe I should have grabbed level 5 in the other area. Will they fix that waypoint unlock cheese? I don't know. I guess maybe. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. You know? Okay, as you get level 5, you want to spec into Puncture and go for the bleed chance. Then you equip Puncture and you swap for a bow. And now you're OP. Oh, movement speed. Right, and you also go into even more flat physical damage. I think on this one, I'm gonna try playing like a normal player would play, maybe. Like maybe a bit faster, but just like a normal player would play, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try not taking like no big speedrunning strats, just like showcase how someone would level normally. I'm still gonna skip a lot of monsters, but isn't that such a basic thing? Yeah, I mean it's it's kind of trolling, right? If you can't do that. So here, a little bit of inventory management. We don't need anything. And it seems like online, opening the map and clicking, right-clicking where you want to go, seems to be better than using Town Portal. Here you could also check the vendor, honestly, if there's a silver ring or something. No silver ring, chance to slow, damage over time. I guess this is better. You know, you check the vendor. What was that? Helm? Nothing. And then this NPC you have to talk to, because if you don't, then you lose that point forever. Like, you can never come back and get it. Do you share your all-in-one filter? It's not really all-in-one. Like, it's all-in-one for me, but maybe not all-in-one for everyone. So you want to max out your flat damage, right? You want to max out your flat damage. Because I'm always updating it, basically. The only rules that eventually you'll only need: tier 6 of high importance to you, right? Rares are not gonna matter. At the end of the day, rares are not really gonna matter. You're gonna want to get tier 6 of high importance to you. All the tier 7s you actually want to look at. You want to have a rule for double tier 6s. You want to have a rule for double tier 6s and over. And you want to have a rule for idols. Here we got a 1 more point. We put 1 more into the bleach hands. You come here to grab the Orion Spike. Whoa, I'm dead. You come here to grab the Orion Spike because the Orion Spike is going to be one of the best weapons for the upcoming boss. Like, honestly, Bleed Puncture, you could level with Bleed Puncture right up till, like, the Monoliths, basically. You can even start Monos with Bleed Puncture if you want. I want to try to get another level here. Is it possible? Can I get a level? Okay. So you get your level 7. You get another point into Puncture. You get even more bleach chance. Yeah. Oh no, it's not really a timer for. I'm not speedrunning or anything. Not really speedrunning. Yes, you can post things. So here you get another point into Puncture, you go into Bloodthirst, and then here in your passive you put all the points into Swift Assassin. if you don't have a good bow, right, you use the Orion Spike that you basically grabbed off of the body, off of the personal chest. I should play True. What is this? What? What is this? Oh, is she offline? Oh, she's offline, so she's invincible. Oh yeah, the Why do I have this at 0.25? True low life, right? Yeah, that's an offline bug. It's an offline bug, basically. Okay, now you go here. Actually, wait a second. Let's buy back this. We're not fast enough. So this is surely probably the best leveling build in the entire game. Yeah, has to be the best leveling build now. I think we're getting true offline mode at release. Did I hear Mike talk about this? That we were getting true offline mode? Hit rate fixed on range for release? On the Gazzy DM video? Who knows? Who knows? We need patch notes, or we need to test it. You know? Oh, I should be showing my gear too. I think I should be showing my gear. No death counter? No death counter. You can go to a boat in the middle of the sea and play. So no internet connection at all. That's pretty nice, no? That is pretty nice. My Brazilian friend. Do I look that Brazilian? Huh? 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 Yes? Dude, French Canadian. Do I look that Brazilian to you guys? Here you need to like, well, technically you could just walk there, right? But we're being ethical here. Do you think a new player would think just, hey, I'll go in the door and not save this guy? Probably, huh? As a new player, you want all the XP? Kind of true. Kind of true. Okay. So now what we're doing is we are speccing one more point into the blade. We are going into speccing shift. And we're going to go for the move and speed on shift. In here, we're going to go with Swift Assassin. And now you have a couple of choices. But I'm going to go for the damage. I'm just going to go for the damage. So let's go into the dexterity. Oh, also, we probably should take a look at what we have in terms of gear. We have... This is probably going to be better than what we have right now. Damage over time, attack speed is better, right? So we don't have much. At this point, might as well grab something, right? I guess. Something is better than nothing. And you can check the vendor here for any items that you might want. Plus, throwing damage is not too bad. Okay, we'll grab this. If you have some boots with something, we'll grab that, right? I guess that's better than nothing. Do we have any rings? No rings. No rings. And so we gain one more. We'll come back to the point. We'll do it again afterwards. Should you do Jolra tiers at the associated level or over leveled? It's funny to answer because it's either over, under, or like anything goes basically. The tier 1 is very easy, but you don't really have to go into the tier 1. You know, you have to do every tier to unlock the next one. You'll have to do every tier to unlock the next one. So it doesn't really matter. If you need, if you want to do the first tier earlier to skip a portion of the campaign, then I think that's actually faster dying here. Is it? Ooh, that's good. That's a good death, actually. Ultimately, I would wait till you need to go do Temporal Sanctum. Because you're gonna have to do them all anyways. That's actually faster to do so. Huh. Go there and you die. Counter hardcore viable. Okay, before the boss, check your things, what you have. You put into dexterity, you unlock your decoy. You will put your decoy on your bar. And then here, you will spec into more of cooldown and mana efficiency. So the nice thing about this one here, I actually want to put your decoy right in the middle, right? I want to go to a side like this, so they kind of always come towards you. Passive point. And then on here, you have two choices. Either you grab the amulet from this guy, or you grab the leech from elemental damage from this guy. Well, I think I'll grab the amulet. Also have another point, and we'll go into the dexterity as well. Evacuation quest. The one that you have to find the 3 dudes. Yeah, you do that one. Experience gained. Here, honestly, with the amulet, you can just like, your decoy will pretty much always crit, so it can be pretty good with that. We'll swap this item here. Right, so you go here, you grab the movement speed, you check your passive, you grab the dexterity, and then we swapped for this little quiver here. So we have like pretty basic gear by this point. Like nothing crazy, right? Absolutely nothing crazy. Basically, honestly, early on for leveling, Best thing you can do is grab damage. As much damage as possible. You can either skip Evacuation, Storm, Opportunistic, or Hidden Gems. Yeah, I skipped this one now. I skipped this one here. Whatever it's called. If you do the skip, right? If you do the skip to with Temporal Sanctum to go to Chapter 9, and then you grab all these quests in Chapter 9 instead, I think this is the one you skip. Yeah, that one, Ravencrow, I will be getting now. I think I thought about it. I think the best one is skipping this one here that we just skipped. And then there's also strategies if you're going multiplayer or if you're going solo. Because if you're going multiplayer, you know when you reach the point where you reach the... What's it called? The Ancient Hunt quest, and then that other one that you open the book and it gives you 2 points. Well, when you do that one, if you're 2 players, one can go grab all the waypoints, while the other one can just continue the story, right? Not the story, but like continue pathing. And so once you have the waypoints, you can come back and do them pretty fast. This guy you want to try to push like this. Right, after doing this, you have another point, you put in the bleed again, and then you have another point that you put into dexterity. Now you've unlocked Ballista. Ballistas kind of suck. Ballistas don't do much here. You could technically put them on your bar. Put one down. Wouldn't be terrible. But they really don't bring much to the table. Two-handed sword. Alright, so now let's equip this Void Res. Right before the boss, we check. We're good. We're good. This is what our gear is like. This is our character sheet. We're level 12. This boss also eats all of your projectiles, so you kind of have to move him if you can. He kind of eats everything here. Gotta try to find a spot where he's able to get hit by your attacks. Like this cold attack basically does nothing. There's only a couple of attacks that actually do something to you. That one will kill you if you stay in it. That one basically does nothing. This one won't kill you, but you kind of want to avoid it anyways. And we finally got a silver ring. It's your favorite NPC? Okay, we are here. We are going to put one more point into momentum. Have nothing for our passives, and we've got a silver ring, so we now have 2 silver rings. Pretty nice. We have this one as well, no? Damage of time, bow, attack speed. Technically, it might be better. Choose your mastery, Bladedancer, confirm, boom, boom, boom. Now you've got another point. Max out your dexterity, because damage is always good. When in doubt, increase your damage. Now you could talk to these guys to get more XP. If you want to. If you want to. But they're not necessary to actually progressing through the story. And if you want to know exactly like the exact steps I'm using on my spreadsheet here, I have like everything listed. And what to do, when to do. I don't have all the correct levels you should aim to be, but don't need to be like... I feel like it's not like... If you kill a couple of monsters along the way, you'll be fine. When in doubt, slap hybrid health. I mean, that's also good. But I feel like for leveling, it's really all about damage. You kind of want to keep a little bit of resistances. Like probably some like physical res is good all along the story. Mostly I worry about physical. Maybe some void early. Maybe some necrotic. Mainly physical. +2 Spriggan form applies to Swarmblade. No, that would be +2 Swarmblade form. Unless I don't get your question, but... Unless I misunderstand your question, but like if you need +2 to Swarmblade, you need to have +2 to Swarmblade. Spriggan is not the same. Once we reach about level... I think we unlock this at level 16, right? We're not level 13. As soon as we can, we swap to Emerald Blades, basically. So we will want to have daggers. How am I not showing any daggers? I need to swap something here. No. I'm pretty sure I had a rule for this, no? show me daggers, right? They do show. Okay, so I do have the rule for it. 1 to 25. Okay, so they just didn't drop yet. And the guy that 24 point for Swarm before only found +4 speed on Reg. Oh yes, I need to add this line. This is another line of text that we're gonna add to all of the guys that do this. But like, basically because the points are there in case that you find a body armor with +4 to Swarm Blade instead of what is there, right? Because that would still be beneficial. Add the line. Yeah, we actually talked about this yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna add the line for sure. It's not even the first time not even the first time. I asked. Oh my god, man. Ordering. But yeah, this is a question that comes back very often. It's just there in case that, you know, you find it. Okay, anything good in here? Maybe movement speed? Maybe something? Maybe not. Is there another dagger? Another dagger. Grab another dagger. Now your next point is going to be into dual wielding. We don't have any more points and we are now level 13. Level 13, our gear didn't change or anything, so. Okay, how many deaths in this area? How many deaths, guys? Probably a lot. Why do they not drop any potions? Yeah, so we're gonna run to the first mono boss, basically. Now, we've got this. On here, I will go for this node here, Sapping Strikes. So you'll get some mana back when we're gonna be using Umbral Blades. You want to go for one more here. We're level 14, and our gear did not really change much at all. Now, I think I need to level up with more builds, and possibly that's gonna be pretty useful for launch now. I think we're gonna have like a really great influx of players that are going to want to grab the game and try to figure out how to level. Having a couple of leveling guides could be pretty nice. So, welcome to the hardest area in the entire game. New players here will get absolutely destroyed, no? I guess new and old players get destroyed. Ooh, silver ring. I have two. I guess this is okay now. Ooh! Oh, I'm getting destroyed. Quick, quick, quick! Yeah, there's so much density in this one. Eric, what's going on? What is that emote? Oh my god. Eric, I'm not speedrunning, okay? I'm not speedrunning. Making a leveling play along, basically. I need a potion. Okay. Especially the waypoint skip death. It's gonna be like accelerated, so it's not gonna really show or anything. Okay, at this point, you want to get the shadow created after. Well, I guess you could go here. Doesn't really matter. You go there. You go into. I go into sapping strikes, and we are now level 15, and our gear didn't change much at all. I'm curious to see what exactly everything is going to stay for 1.0. We might have a new route for the story. I'm trying to not go as fast, but you know, sometimes going slow is kind of like more risky than going fast. If that makes any sense. I should have probably had my level 16 here. And he just eats all of your projectiles. Let's just move him a little bit. I did not do a Lich run, nope. Dude, where are my projectiles? Lich? Lich is pretty easy though. At least back in the days, last time I played Lich, it was pretty freaking straightforward. That was when Spirit Plague was kind of busted. Wonder how Lich is now. I haven't played Lich in a long time. Lich is like one of my least played classes. Now, at this point, I mean, I'm still gonna continue, right? Like you could do the quests. You could do the quests, right? So you want to go here. We're at level 16 now. We put our 20th point. And then now is a time where we can actually respec from Puncture and go Umbral Blades. Umbral Blades, you first go into the Shadow Daggers and you swap to the Umbral Blades and then you use your daggers. Right? Physical damage, cold damage. I guess that's better. Right? You need at least one dagger. We can get throwing damage. You can get crit, doesn't matter at all. We've got some movement speed boots. Physical cold 18, 3, 11, 14. Need this. Lich is very nice as well because you had 2 lives, right? Two lives, 2 dashes, double everything. It's quite nice. And you can do like you can passively deal damage with your spirits, with your wandering spirits. So now at level 16, you swap to Umbral Blades. You need to have a dagger equipped. You absolutely need to have a dagger equipped. And very soon the playstyle is going to change to dash, 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 dash. And then, you know, just deal damage while moving, basically. Ask about loot filters. When I open the link, I don't see the option copy raw contents. Wait, which build guide are you following? Maybe the... Does it link to the raw data or does it link to the Pastebin website? It should link to the raw data. If not, I need to change it. Won't rogues get nerfed? Maybe. Who knows? We need the patch notes. We need the patch notes, but Highly doubt that this will get nerfed to not being possible to level with. Or I highly doubt that this will even get nerfed to the point where it's not the best leveling build. Swarmblade. Let me check it out. Frostbite or Lightning Swarmblade? It should work. Loot filter. If you go... If you go loot filter, download here. Yeah, this should be... You do Control A, and you copy this in game, right? Or you do, or you download it. You can right click download. Where's this? Download and save as XML, basically. Right? Save link as. This is Shadow Daggers Bladedancer. Well, here we have one more point. The next point you want to do is you want to get the blades to spin in place. Right? You want to get the blades to spin in place. We're going to have one more passive in the Bladedancer tree. We're going to go for the increased melee and throwing attack damage. And so now you're just spamming basically Umbral Blades when you want to do damage. This won't last very long. When you unlock the ability to drop an Umbral Blades when you drop a Shadow, then basically you will only be shifting forward and dropping Umbral Blades behind you. And that's basically going to be all your damage. This could be nice, right? says you don't have a valid loot filter to import. It should really work. Yeah? It should work. Control A, copy, right? Copy. Loot filter, paste clipboard's content. It's here, no? It's there. Yeah, I literally just did it, so there must be something else that you're missing. Create new filter, paste clipboard's content, doesn't work. Kind of weird. Actually, very weird. Okay, now we have more points to put into Umbral Blades. What you're gonna want to do is get the throw at target location. Oops. There's one of the two things you can do. Either throw at the target location, or you can go Shadows Drop Umbral Blades. I'll go with Shadows Drop Umbral Blades first, I guess. Shadow Cascade after Shift. Ah, it should be right. I just did it and it works though. There's something missing. Something he's not doing right. Still blasting digital? Still blasting, still blasting. Will I play online or offline on release? Absolutely online. There's no real reason to play offline unless you want to... I mean, technically, there is a reason. If you don't want to play with an internet connection, you'll be able to. Edit save files to get items and test. Yep. That's not a reason. At least for me, like, I don't know. I would not play these games offline, personally. Like, I like having the ladder there. I like having the opportunity to compare yourself with others. Push against others, you know. Alright, so here, what do we have? Have a couple points. Right, we have 2 points. I'm gonna put them here. 2 points are gonna be put into Pursuit. We are now level 19. Our gear, we have a dagger and a sword. Yeah, we don't have anything special. +3 flat here. Pretty simple gear. Let's see if we found anything else. Plus flat damage there. We can swap that out. 7% throwing damage instead of void res. I'll keep the void res for now. Chance to bleed on hit with shuriken. Physical armor. This is pretty good. 5 vitality. I'm not using shurikens. Melee attack speed. Melee crit chance. Let's go. You know, servers will be crazy on launch day? Doesn't matter. I see no reason to play offline. What are you playing here? Just Shadow Daggers. Regular Shadow Daggers leveling. Eventually, I'll be practicing my speedruns for this, but for now, this is just going to be like a play-along leveling build guide, basically. Showing what level I am at what stages of the campaign. Boom, boom. Go to Imperial Era. Because this is basically the best leveling build in the entire game. I mean, technically there's a lot of good ones, right? This one is pretty good. So I want to put one more point into Pursuit. Here we want to go into Shadows drop Umbral Blades. And then your next one here will be Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb is going to be used to get a lot of melee and throwing damage here, right? Going to be using Smoke Bomb. Seems slower than Totem Boy. Okay, so this is where it's going to get much faster. This is the exact point, which is where it's getting much faster. Totems is also like a... I wonder how did I rate totems? Did I give them a... I gave them a 10, I think, no? For starter? League starter friendly? 10. So now you're shifting and you're leaving behind with your shadows an Umbral Blade like this, right? And that is going to be enough to be your clear, basically. So, kind of like from this point on, this is what you do. This is like all you do. And so, as you can see, you get like 50% move-in speed for a short while afterwards. Call with your friend on release. Both new and complete Necromancer. Still undecided. There's a lot of good builds for multiplayer. I think going with a Primalist and having one Primalist on your team is massive, honestly. Like with Spriggan Companion, it's just really, really good. You get free spell damage, free crit avoidance, free base crit chance to everyone. Like it's just the generic base crit chance. It's like so good. Okay, so we have more points here to invest in here. One more point to invest there. We unlock Shadow Cascade. Good. Yeah, you don't have to play minions. You don't have to play minions. You could play something like you play something like Lightning Swarmblade or something like that, right? Still get the minion out. But you don't scale your own minions. You scale your own damage. But you just have your minion out for support, basically. Oh, you hate Druid? Okay. I mean, ultimately, the game is easy enough, right? That you can play whatever. But it does have some nice synergies if you have a Spriggan companion with you. Welcome back, Chauvinista. Is this a rogue? Yep. Just leveling, though. Still leveling. Guys, are you ready for Ballista? Are you ready for Ballista, guys? Dude. Hobbit, thanks for the follow, man. Killed my non-companion swipe master a long time ago, too. Ballista finally gonna be playable. I mean, just with the passive tree. Seems like it, right? Seems like it's going to be... I am tempted to say, seems like it's going to be the meta. 5 billion crits Ballista? Let's go. On launch, you'll be blasting with Ballistas? I don't think that's a bad idea. I really don't think that's a bad idea. Think they'll nerf Rune Master on release? 99% sure, yes. Massive nerf. I expect a massive Rune Master nerf. Like, it can't stay like this, no? Can it? Can it stay like this? Invincible Rune Master? No, I think Rune Master has too much access to ward on its passive tree. I think Rune Master has permanent flame ward, which makes no sense. I think Rune Master has Cold Fire Cold. Like Cold Fire Cold with permanent flame ward, with all the ward that he's getting in its passive. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The ward on crit, against on hit against bosses, the ward on area skill use, the ward, like, it's so crazy. It's like ridiculously crazy. Now, Umbral Blades, what you want to do, have two choices. Either you go Homing Bladestorm or you go Precision Cuts. I will go with Homing first. Alright, I will go with Homing first. On here, what I will do is I'll go for the even more cooldown, but then after I'm going to go for the mana stuff. Here I'm going with the even more damage for single target here. And then in our passives, we want to go for the once things here, for the melee. Flat melee and throwing. Because Shadow Daggers scale with both of these. Isn't it beautiful that you don't even have to go for crit and you always crit? Surprised when Master wasn't nerfed already. Yeah. I mean, I guess it only matters to them for 1.0, right? They might want to strike a better balance for 1.0. Are they going to be able to make it? Do you guys think the game is going to be balanced in 1.0? Is the game going to be balanced in 1.0, guys? Nope, no balance at all. No way. Initial focus mostly on bugs. They said this? Okay. So, how unbalanced do you think the game will be? How unbalanced do you think the game will be then? Like, what's going to be the difference between an average build and the top build? Do you think there's going to be a massive difference between like a good build and the best builds? Think there's going to be a massive balance there? And like massive difference? Bone dagger, blade. Damage leached. Let's go. I want some leech. So leech is pretty important, right? Until you get access to some more nodes. You go here, you go here. You want to get at least one place where you have melee leech to survive very well with this. Rune Master Infinite Ward versus Acid Flask Rogue. The best builds are going to do 500 times the damage. I guess time will tell, no? It would be the first RPG to ever be balanced. Yeah, but I mean, okay, no. How much more damage do you think the best builds are going to deal versus a good build? Versus like, you know, something like Nova Hammers, something like Thorn Totem, for example. Thorn Totem is pretty balanced, to be honest. Three to 5 times. Okay, do you think we're gonna see builds that do more damage than like squirrels, flame rates, stuff like that? As a Grim Dawn player, I've been eyeballing this hard and wonder how the controller support is. It's not terrible. It's not the best. It's alright. It's alright. I guess it's not the best. Like selecting echoes and stuff like that is not extremely good. They're making some improvement, I think, for 1.0. It's definitely not a game that was made with controller in mind at first, but they are slowly implementing more and more controller support. I think balance not only a factor of damage, like you said yourself. Rude Master is OP because of the massive ward. Yeah. Well, Rude Master is invincible. Almost. Okay, so here, one more point into Blade Storm. One more point into here. Smoke Bomb, we're gonna go into the Smoke Blades again. Then we're gonna go into more flat damage there. And we are now level 24 in Majalka. Is that Falcon Boy practice? Not really, but kind of. I'm not racing, but I am leveling with what I will be leveling for in 1.0. At least so far. That's what I'm thinking of doing. I need further reflection on the subject. Heard the CEO as arthritis is working towards more controller friendly. Yeah, I think that's true. In Lightning Swarmblade Druid Guide on Maxwell, use +4 Spriggan form on Relic. Yeah, but in leveling second, you have more points for Swarmblade form. Yeah. Well, first of all, Swarmblade is on the chest piece, whereas so you're only using it because it's numerically the best for damage while transformed. Oops. Got some boots, snowdrifts. Good. Too easy. No Chris Daggers yet, huh? Kind of surprised. We're gonna have to gamble. Actually, we're not even 27 yet. Yeah, so +4 level of Spriggan form is just because it's giving us more percentage damage while transformed. Like you don't need the Spriggan levels. For a newbie exploring, probably like 20 hours or something. I don't know. Quite long. I think it's gonna be quite long for a newbie exploring. Okay, so we're starting the start of our side quest before we go into Monolith. We are now level 26. As you can see, I have barely any resistances. Damage is really strong. Okay, damage is really good. Homing Bladestorm. Homing Bladestorm. You melee leech a little bit more there, right? We're gonna spend our points into the flat damage. We unlock synchronized strikes. We're gonna put sync strikes here. Gonna be more of our single target. Yeah, right after the side quest, we're gonna go into monos. But you usually want to do the side quest after being a bit stronger because you have some bosses to kill. You likely have more movement speed now than you had before. I did not craft anything on my gear to simulate like a real, a real newbie trying to get through the story without, maybe without even crafting. Like maybe have like just the worst of luck with gear. Essentially now with Homing Bladestorm, it's really good to, you actually don't want to use the explosive Umbral Blades for this. Because it will, like you have less clear basically if you have the explosive one. It's going to be better single target, but you won't kill as much while moving. Alright, that's good. Is there a campaign skip? Kind of. So you see right now, I'm at 1 hour and something, and I'm already finished pretty much with the campaign. I'm doing some side quests to get some points. Then I can start Monolith right away. But there's no like real campaign skip. There are ways, because in the campaign you will unlock passive points and idle slots rewards, and also plus attributes. So you will want to do certain quests in the campaign, but you can like pretty much knock them out with like an hour and a half maybe of your time. Maybe put it at 2 hours. Okay, maybe put it at 2 hours. Oh yeah, you could go faster than this if you make some twin gear for sure. That is definitely a thing in this game. All right, sacrificial knife. We don't need this. We don't need this. All right, so we're gonna go back and grab our Imperial Era. And grab our passive points. Man, I've had this cold for like 1 month, and I still have something in my throat. Also, offline is nice because you can use movement abilities in town. Okay, so we went here, we went there. Now you want to go to the Divine Era, the first area in the Fortress Wall, which we skipped earlier on. So there's that quest, and then there's 2 more, and then we're good to go for Monolith. I mean, you should definitely go gamble before going to Monos, though. You go gamble for Chris Daggers if you haven't found some already. Yeah, moving ability in towns, faster loading, losing all your life and not dying. Oh, really? You lose special characters? Oh, that's kind of weird. At least it works now, right? Okay, so we've got this one. You go to the Ruined Era into the Shattered Valley. So we have 2 more to do. We have the book, which is going to give us 2 passive points. And then we have the Ancient Hunt, which is going to give us 1 more. The Armor Blades on Shift is the... You must have Shift able to create a shadow and then use Shadow Cascade afterwards. And then your shadows drop Umbral Blades when they expire. So there's a couple of pieces of the puzzle, right? First, you want to get the shadow created after shifting. You want to get the dancing shadows for using Shadow Cascade, so that they actually consume right away. And then you want to have the Umbral Blades dropping. Like 3 little things. And essentially, if you're like super min-maxing your speedrun, you're literally only shifting forward. You're only stopping for like single targets. Maybe you do something like a decoy and then shifting so that your decoy attracts certain, like, most monsters, and then your Umbral Blades can actually kill more. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. No, I think I want to do a couple more leveling. I think I'm gonna do some leveling with multiple different classes now for the next at least 1 or 2 days, maybe. Does their damage even stack? Yes. So if you go Sync Strike, you can apply. So Sync Strike as well applies Shadow Daggers, right? So especially if you go with Sync Strike with the Shadows drop inwards, they will all apply, each one of them will apply a Shadow Dagger. Yeah, so Shadow Daggers does not scale with anything from any skill tree. It's its own. It's like Shadow Daggers. Is its own skill, and it's just that you. Shadow Daggers is a skill that does not have a skill tree. So if you go with the nodes, for example, like you don't want to grab throwing physical damage. You would think that this would apply to the Shadow Daggers, but it does not, right? Because it's Shadow Daggers is its own little skill without a skill tree, and it's being procced. It's being, you know, procced by multiple different things. Technically, it's an element that stacks up to 4, and then at 4, it plunges and crits. Shadow Dagger nerf when? I don't know, maybe 1.0? Surely. Ever since the Rogue's release, yeah, kind of true, no? I mean, I feel like it's okay. I feel like it's in a good spot. It's just it should be nerfed for leveling, and it could stay the same for the end game. I'm perfectly fine where it is in the end game. It's just like early on, I think you deal a bit too much damage. Oops. This damage. Technically not bad. So now you go back here. For leveling, you kind of feel stupid playing literally anything else. Yeah. Oh, the crit at level 1? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of stupid, no? Okay, so here you talk to this guy. So now we are ready, right? We are now level 28. Wait, I'm gonna go back in the end of time to do this. Yeah, I don't know. Automatically critting is kind of stupid. Scaling with melee and throwing is kind of stupid too. Like, it's so good. It's so good. 450% damage, added damage effectiveness. Okay, so we are now level 28. We are done with all our side quests. I don't have much resistances or anything, so we're gonna work on this before going into the monos. We're gonna put our points into our passives now. We're gonna go 1 point into once to increase our melee and throwing damage again here. We've got the movement speed from this. We're gonna go into the... and technically, I'd like to go into the dexterity. Yeah, I kind of want to go dexterity. I'll just max out dexterity. Maxing out dexterity. Umbral Blades, we are doing the Shadow Dagger. We're doing this and that. The Blade Storm. So the blades spin in place, right? So this creates that little circle. You get the homing Blade Storm, so they home onto targets. Then we also have the Shadow Drops Umbral Blades when they expire. Then we're doing the Shadows with Lasting Presence by doing a Shadow after shifting and using Shadow Cascade after shift. We're going to put our last point into Swift Recovery to get even more mana. And in here, we're going to get even more melee leech and throwing leech. So we're going to leech crap ton. Now, after this, I'm probably going to go... This is especially useful if you don't have it on your gear. But I'm going to go for the duration afterwards. Now we're going to go ahead and look for Chris Daggers. I kind of have enough of these things here, right? Good, I'm good. Don't need these things. Okay, so now I'm going to go for Chris Daggers, which are really stupid. 40 to 80% crit multi. You need 2 of these, essentially. I'm gonna try to get one that has a something on it. Melee damage is fine. Frailty, health, whatever it is. 68%, that's not too bad. 64, 60, 75. So we're good with our Chris daggers. I'm probably fine with this. We're gonna go with like basically nothing, and we're gonna try to. Technically, you could craft a bit more on your gear. You would have found probably some physical res things here, or maybe you go for physical res. And I say, okay, I'm at 42 here. Maybe some necrotic res, because early on necrotic res is quite good in the first mono. So maybe you go necrotic res here. Boom, boom, boom. Right? You craft a bit. Craft a bit on your gear to see if you can get some survivability somewhere. Maybe on this one we go elemental res, or you could gamble some gold rings too. So we have enough. Now we go into monoliths. Like, you don't need to spend too much time. You'll find things. You'll find gear that will drastically improve your damage, and at the same time, craft whatever resistances you need on there. So I don't usually look specifically for, especially on softcore, I don't really look for anything that will improve my tankiness too much, except for like physical res. I'm looking for movement speed, damage. Lone Star with the raid. Hope you had a good stream, buddy. I'm playing Lone Star's favorite build, guys. Lone Star's favorite build. So good. So good, actually. I mean, I guess this is probably a lot of people's favorite build now. Oh no, not this guy. The problem with this guy, the problem with Xeric is that when you stun him, he actually closes. And when he closes, then you can't deal, like, he gets an insane damage reduction against hits. Wait, does this cost mana now? It does, actually. Wait, what causes this to cost mana, actually? Or does it always? Praise the sun, man. Praise the sun. Right. Dude. That would be good, but, like, no. Hope this build gets deleted in 1.0. Good luck. No? Good luck. WLF 791 and Nostalgic. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Too much theory craft today? Too much theory craft? What do you theory craft? What are you working on these days? Except our 1.0 launch. Like Ugh, I'm so dead. I made it for, it's like a Halloween costume, basically. Like a Halloween costume. We're blasting, guys. Alright, let's go. Well, if this echo could load, actually. Sunbro playing freaking last Epoch. I don't think you lose much time by using Sync Strike and get so much more clear, no? Like, I don't know. The damage of this is kind of stupid. I can't hit I on my keyboard. You know what? You know what? Yeah, there's nothing really good here. No eyes, same gameplay. Is there set any specific hours for that Falconer reveal? I don't think we have a set an hour. I think it's probably gonna be in the morning. We'll talk about this, but probably gonna be in the morning. Love the helmet. All right, all right. Or I don't know. Maybe we do it at like 12 at noon. 12 Eastern. I don't know. Yeah, it's but I don't know. I guess we have to talk about it. Give me some mana, please. Like, I would love mana regen here. And I just like not lag. Oh, 1 FPS, 1 FPS. I can't do it. I think I need to restart my computer. I was lagging so much. But yeah, I think that it would be nice to have it like at, I don't know, probably noon Eastern or something like that. Could be pretty cool. Wait, why did I... Okay, something was weird, no? I had 12 mana cost on it earlier. Why did I have 12? Wait, I have 12 mana cost. Okay, it's just the first one? Oh, I'm so fucking dead. Okay, that was actually like 5 freaking lightning explosions on top of me. The most difficult part of the... I mean, the most difficult part of going too early into monos is the actual first monolith. That's literally the most difficult part. Once you're done with the first timeline, you're really good to go. We need to praise the sun emote. Hey, we could have that actually. We could have that. Easy. Oh, oh, this. I was so lucky to stun him actually. You know what? This is kind of good. Okay, Umbral Blades. Next, what we want to do, you either go for Bladestorm duration or attack speed. I'm going to go for the duration because I want to kill more stuff while I'm moving. I'm going to go for the mana gain on shift. And I am going to go with the duration on this thing here. For our passive points, we're going to max out our dexterity. Then, technically, you could go for health, right? You could go for health. Not dying is pretty good. And getting some melee leech afterwards is going to be pretty strong. I've seen legendary potential things before, but what is Weaver's Will? Seeing it for the first time. Weaver's Will items are items that actually get affixes as you level up with them. So they have their own experience. As you use them, they will gain affixes and they have a higher chance of containing rare affixes. So like plus level to certain skills. Like, you know, all the rare stuff, basically. So they can be extremely powerful or they can be extremely useless. Usually, like 95% of the time, you level them and they're useless. But, you know, that 5% of the time, they're pretty freaking strong. Oh no. Oh, what? How did I survive? What? How did I survive this? I survived a big rock. I survived the rock, guys. What the heck? Dexterity, throwing damage. This is so good now. Even has necrotic res. Decoy, physical. I like this. Yeah, Weaver's Will item can be pretty cool. You have like the Weaver's Will rings, which are quite nice. They give like percentage health and mana. Have like stuff like the Weaver's Will relics, which always give +1 to all skills per class. Have like the Weaver's Will gloves, which gives you cast speed, all stats. Those are really, really strong right now. Not only because they are bugged, but the advent of the arrays. Oh, those the boots. The boots are really strong because there's no cap on how many. If you have a build that just does a lot of hits and you have a chance to gain haste on hit, you can get ridiculous amounts of ward with these boots. Like absolutely like I'm talking nerf territory, ridiculous amounts. Like we kind of are pushing for a nerf for them as a community, but we'll see. We'll see if we get it in 1.0. Okay, arenas are maps that you don't want to do if you're speed running. They are long and they don't give a lot of stability. Okay, we got one more skill to specialize. We're gonna go into Sync Strike, and we're gonna go into Sync Strike. We'll do Shadow Dagger on hit. In Smoke Bomb, we're gonna go for the more duration here. I guess this is okay. Boom, boom. And then we also have things here. We're gonna go for the melee damage, leeches health. What's up, Beach? Isn't XP in arenas great though? If I mean you do get a constant flow of monsters, but if your build cannot kill them like really fast, they are not really better than like juicy maps in like just regular maps that have more density, and you don't get much stability for them. So in general, there's like very little reason to, well, especially if you're speedrunning, there's little reason to do them. But if you're not speedrunning, I guess they're fine. Because if you're speedrunning, like XP is really not the determining factor of if you'll go faster or not, right? You don't really care about your levels. You just want to get to the objective fast. So we have some more points here. So since we've already gotten all of this here, we're going to go into the attack speed, because this is a bait and this is a bait because this does not apply. This will give you less clear. So we're going to go with this one here. On this, we're going to go for invulnerability. Smoke bomb. We've already got this and this. You could go for Shadow Dagger's chance. Go for Shadow Dagger's chance. I'm looking for more leech. I really like having a lot of leech. You don't really want to die, right? So we're gonna try to go towards getting the Shadow Daggers. Sync Strike goes inwards to get that nice shotgunning on those shadows. For those of you that just came in, I have a very nice spreadsheet pinned in the comments with a detailed written form of what to do to speedrun the campaign, a TLDR of my plan for 1.0 launch, and also a spreadsheet of tier list of builds based on multiple different factors, with video links and planner links to them. It's still a work in progress, but like a lot of things are there, and it's quite nice to have them all in the same place. It's like my LE master spreadsheet, basically. Canny, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. So here we're gonna go for the Shadow Drums inwards. Like your first few levels inside of the first monos, these are going to be the most important ones. Like, if you could get Smoke Weaver, that would be absolutely crazy. So shadows jumping inwards. Afterwards, you want to go for the I think I'm gonna go for the physical shred. Right? You have to go for the physical shred now. Because this is gonna cost way too much mana early. So you don't want to go there yet. In the endgame build, you would probably want to. He was cooking Shadow Strike. Because we talked about it yesterday, planning. Did he go with Bloody Nib? Re-updating Shadow Strike, basically. Low life initially. Everything low life, guys. Let's go, Zekar. Yeah, I have that, or I have exclamation mark spreadsheet as well. We'll bring it up. A horde of weapons. No S, no S, no S. Ooh, okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the leech. One more. Oh, it's good. It's good. Oh, we've got, okay. This is busted because if you get Skull and Shamans give way more XP than they should. And so these maps are kind of worth it to, like, spend maybe a bit more time in. Okay, so this thing here, we're going for the attack speed. Honestly, where do we go here from? Where do we go from here? Let's get the dodge. Dodge after shifting. I think at this point, you might want to work your way towards getting to Shadow Dagger's chance on slow. Or even more Shadow Dagger's chance. You work your way there, and here you go for the physical shred. Work your way there. We are level 42. We're gonna be starting our quests. I'll go there, and then you'll go for the. You go for perfection now. I think 1 point in here is extremely good. Increased damage while at full health. It's pretty fucking good. Pretty good. So most builds get to this point, and then on this Echo, they have kind of trouble having the damage to kill this thing here that we're gonna go kill right away. Whereas this build, it's pretty much GG now. Like, on this build, you don't have any trouble with this. Dominic is leaving Schneider. Let's go. Oh, she's had enough. She's had enough. Who's gonna take her place? Christian? Fuck, man. Samuel, yeah, right. Oh. Fun fact. Yeah, nobody would like to stay with that team, I guess. Okay. Okay, we're about to start the boss fight, and now we are level 44. We have our Umbral Blade spec like this, our Shift spec like this, Smoke Bomb like this, and Sync Strike like that. Then we're gonna go into even more damage while at full health. And yeah, now we have quite a bit of damage. Now we have quite a bit of damage. Maybe I should go like, I was thinking Tarek. Tarek's saying he's thinking of going health. Think of going with more health once you start going into monos. think I have enough leech to like tank him now. Not too bad, no. 213. 213 chillin'.